We're clearing the trees now. You don't want to miss it. There's lots going on coming up.
They say an eco-friendly house can't be built in 150 days for $150,000, and I say it can. I'm Alan Smith. Join me as I push the limits with time, budget, and creativity with the Garden Home Challenge, exclusively on ehowhome.
All right, Tony, you can kill it. Go ahead and take lunch. Thanks, man. All right, so why don't we take a look at some of the things growing on the ground as a canopy of trees is coming down. Come on. So if you walk along this trunk, you see this vine growing here. So you have to ask yourself out here, what is it? Is it Virginia creeper, which has 5 leaves when it's leafed out, or is it poison ivy, which has 3 leaves on it? Important to know, because even the vine without the leaves, if you get some of the sap on you, it's going to cause you to break out in hives. Now, one of the little mnemonics I always use to help me remember which one to avoid, it's called leaves of 3, let it be. You'll find that Virginia creeper has 5 leaves on it, and in the fall it turns bright red. Okay, now I want to point out 3 invasive species that are here on the property, and I wish they weren't here, but there's really not anything I can do about it. These are plants that are not indigenous to North America, and this is a problem across the country. Maybe not the specific plants I have here all over the country, but in every area, trust me, they're dealing with invasive species and issues surrounding them. For instance, this is honeysuckle. This is Japanese honeysuckle. It was brought into this country, I think, probably in the early 19th century. And then we also have privet. I think it's Ligustrum vulgare, and it has purple berries on it, and it comes up everywhere, seeds itself all over the place. And then there's Nandina domesticata, just the old-fashioned Nandina. The seeds get dropped all over the place, and they're coming up all along this ridge. The deal about invasive species is that they move into a particular area and they push out the indigenous species, which often takes away food and habitat to wildlife, and it just alters the entire ecosystem. So you want to become familiar with what invasive species you may be dealing with in your part of the world. The 3 invasives I pointed out are 3 that can survive under the tree canopy here. And you can see as that canopy is coming down on our house site, we're going to have plenty of opportunities for pine cones for making Christmas decorations a little bit later on. If you and your friends are enjoying the progress of our construction site and some of the tips that are coming from them, make sure you subscribe to ehowhome.